Hi guys, it's Dave from Active Radio with Maria here. We're here today to do the body composition test that we're giving away every single day, courtesy of Body Sharp. Let's go in and see Mikey Spice and he'll tell us all about it. So tell us more about it then, Mikey.
Okay, the composition test is great to get yourself started for the new year after putting on the calories after Christmas, okay?
Oh, brilliant.
The great thing about this, it tells you about your body fat, muscle mass, and it also segregates it into different areas.
Real.
I can find out different
So you could be
percentages.
muscly massively on one arm and then less on another.
Yes, and the composition test would actually tell me
Oh,
that.
brilliant.
So,
You
okay.
could even like plan the workout that they need to do to benefit them to get to where they want to get to.
Yeah. And the great thing is it's broken down into, you have your BMIs. Okay, so it also tells you about a little bit about your BMI as well.
Okay.
But at the bottom of the sheet, it actually gives you an indication of, what you need to improve on. Okay.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm a woodworker, some people call cabinet maker. I've been making wooden things for years, so I don't really give myself I've put cabinet maker on some of my details because to tell people what I do. The first things I remember was when I was about 11 and I went to school and we were doing woodwork and we were shaping wood. And I just sort of got the way that the grain goes, and I got the way that you can work with wood or work against it. So yeah, that's where it all started, and that was it. Once you got the bug, once you start buying tools and getting tools around you, there's no going back. There's no going back. That's it. It's got you.
Vic Bamford, and I'm a glass artist, and I combine painting skills with glass blowing skills. To combine glass blowing and painting, very unusual, especially in a way like this, because I'm interested in telling stories in my glass, like in capturing memories and what have you.
My name's Nick Bradney, and I demonstrate the art of making chain, the way the women made chain 100 years ago plus. It's the people I've met. I love going into the schools, talking to the school children about it. They find it absolutely fascinating. I even tell the girls it's the ultimate girl power.
I'm Kerry and I am CEO and Project Manager.
I'm Megan Fisher and I'm Events Manager.
I am Amy and I'm doing visual design and all the online stuff. I'm Sarah and I'm PR and promotion.
Town Festival is a two-part music festival that takes place at the Flapper in Birmingham. We've got a Q&A session with industry professionals on the 4th of April, and then on the 14th of April we have a day-long festival with different artists and bands and various films throughout the day.
What? I'm Ross Kim and you should come to Men Down.
I'm Head of Coordinations and also the creative founder for Women in Music. We're an organisation that does musical events and activities. We also run the Women in Music Festival for Birmingham. We run Uniting the Nations, which is a cultural awareness programme. Birmingham Women's Choir and in general the things Nelly sings.
That was the idea behind me. It was like, well, I really want to go to this club night. It doesn't exist. And I started talking to a few people in Birmingham, and I'd only just moved here as well. And I'd been to a club night up in Leeds called Suck My Left One, which is a Bikini Kill reference. And I was like, well, why isn't there anything like that in Birmingham? And I met this guy who'd put on one night, he's now my housemate, and he'd put on all-female vocalists. I was like, whoa, like that's kind of what I want to do. And so we kind of started hanging out together and saying like, well, let's start this, let's have a go, let's start contacting venues and just finding out. And the idea was to kind of just give a bit of a voice to people as well, and kind of mimicking. I guess at first I thought it was mimicking, but I realised it's kind of a carrying on of the Riot Girl movement.
Guys seem great, and everything's on time, everything's going as planned, and we're all breathing.
I think it's going good. The band's good. Enough people.
Highlighted different smoothie bowls. They were so good. Everyone was loving it and like tapping their feet. And there was one guy at the back who was proper full on dancing. I think it went really well. Me too. We're going to smash it.
Well, not so smoothly.
Right. Well, after the first hiccups,
Once it actually started, it went well.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm 19 years old and I have autism. What autism means to me is, in my case, it really makes me who I am, but in some ways it's a bit of an obstacle. Especially with socializing, I find things more difficult than some people do. Change, traveling, socializing, basic learning skills I find really difficult.
Do you want to learn to drive?
I think it's a major life skill, really. I think at some point nearly everyone should learn how to do it. Even if they don't, they should know how to.
And do you think it'll give you more independence?
Hope so.
Two people that know Jamie even better than he knows himself are Susan and David Marks, our parents. I spoke to them to see if they could give us an insight into Jamie's autism from a parent's perspective.
When did you realise Jamie was a bit different to other children growing up?
Well, he didn't pass his milestones like you did, and there was only a year between the two of you, so I naturally compared him to your milestones.
Right, thumbs up. Oh, hand on your nose. Let's get a close up of the fish. Well done.
So explain the diagnosis procedure and how that felt to you as a mother.
Well, I'll always remember the words that the woman said to me, and it was such a blow. And I think they should think about how they say these words initially to parents, because it's always stayed with me. And she said, it's autism and there is no cure. It was such a dreadful thing to say, because there is hope with autism. There's lots of things they can do, but no, it never does go away. And from having little problems when he was a baby, now he's got different problems now that he's a young man.
Explain how you felt as a father when Jamie did get finally diagnosed with autism.
Made no difference at that stage. It didn't bother me either way, because Jamie was what he was. I was upset. I'd been upset enough that he was different and he was struggling. The fact that it had a name there wasn't.
I honestly don't know what the future holds for me. Hopefully something good. But only time will tell.